Are you ready? Let's get started. Ano ang kahulugan ng idiomang ginamit sa pangungusap na marami sa mga magsasaka ang inalat dahil sa patuloy na pagbuhos ng ulan? A. Nawalan ng pag-asa. B. Nanibago. C. Nagalit. D. Minalas. Ang tamang sagot ay titik D. Minalas. Mapangarapin ang maliliit. Ang ibig sabihin ng pahayag na ito ay ang mga taong mahirap ay A. Nais umangat sa buhay kaya nakikipagsapalaran. B. May pangarap na guminhawa. C. Nananaginip ng gising. D. Gustong lumipad sa alapaap. Ang tamang sagot ay titik A. Nais umangat sa buhay kaya nakikipagsapalaran. Alin pamamaraan ang ginagamit ng guro na nagsisimula sa mga halimbawa patungo sa paglalahat? A. Pabalak. B. Pasaklaw. C. Patuklas. D. Pabuod. Ang tamang sagot ay D. Pabuod. The direct transformation of a solid into the gas phase without passing through the liquid phase is called A. Sublimation. B. Compression. C. Evaporation. D. Freeze-drying. The correct answer is A. Sublimation. Up next, why is it not advisable to repeatedly open the door of a refrigerator? A. It will loosen the hinge of the refrigerator's door. B. It leads to wastage and electrical energy. C. Repeated opening introduces bacteria into the refrigerator. D. The warm air outside lowers the temperature inside, thus making the refrigerator less efficient. And the correct answer is letter D. The warm air outside lowers the temperature inside, thus making the refrigerator less efficient. What may occur when there is a severe damage to some parts of the brain due to lack of blood supply? A. Stroke. B. Rheumatic heart. C. Heart attack. D. Thrombosis. And the correct answer is letter A. Stroke. What kind of mirror is used in cars to give the driver a wider area and smaller image of the traffic behind him or her? A. Double concave. B. Convex. C. Plane. D. Concave. And the answer is letter B. Convex. When you carry a heavy load with one arm, you tend to hold your free hand away from your body in order to A. Be ready to grab something in case you fall. B. Change the weight of your body and load. C. change the mass of your body. D. Change the center of gravity of your body and load. And the correct answer is letter D. Change the center of gravity of your body and load. You inherited tallness from your father. Physical traits are transmitted from parents to offsprings through A. Alleles, B. Genes, C. Gametes, D. Chromosomes. And the correct answer is B. Genes, which is a destructive fishing method wherein fishes are driven out of a coral reef by pounding the corals with a heavy weight. A. Moroami, B. Cyanide fishing, C. Reef fishing, D. Corals entrapping. And the correct answer is letter A. Moroami. Jane placed some mothballs inside her cabinet. After a week, they were all gone. What happened to the mothballs? A. They were dissolved by water in air. B. They melted. C. They sublimed. D. They condense. And the correct answer is letter C. They sublimed. Of the state of matter, which has the weakest intermolecular force of attraction? A. Plasma, B. Liquid, C. Solid, D. Gas. And the correct answer is letter D. Gas. To be safe, in the unlikely case of lightning strike, it is best to be inside a building frame with A. Steel, B. Cement, C. Iron, D. Wood. The correct answer is letter D. Wood. Which of these does not belong to the other three terms? Solution, colloid, suspension element. A. Element, B. Colloid, C. Suspension, D. Solution. And the letter of the correct answer is letter A. Element. Which of these statements is false? A. Water is heavier than oil. B. Kerosene is lighter than water. C. Fire caused by kerosene can be put out if water is poured on the fire. D. Rain or distilled water, a pure liquid, boils at constant temperature. And the letter of the correct answer is letter C. Fire caused by kerosene can be put out if water is poured on the fire. How can we prevent developing osteoporosis? A. Adequate intake of vitamins A and D. B. Adequate intake of collagen and vitamin D. C. Estrogen replacement therapy. D. less exercise to decrease bone density. And the letter of the correct answer is letter B. Adequate intake of calcium and vitamin D can prevent the development of osteoporosis. Which statements correctly differentiate boiling from evaporation? Statement 1. Boiling happens at a definite temperature, while evaporation can occur at any temperature. Statement 2. Boiling happens when the vapor pressure exerted by the liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, while evaporation occurs when high-energy molecules at the liquid surface continuously escape to the space above the liquid. Statement 3. Boiling is always associated with temperature, while evaporation is related only to pressure. A. Statement 1 and Statement 3. B. Statement 1 only. C. Statement 2 only. D. Statements 1 and 2. And the correct answer is letter D. Statements 1 and 2. Which of the following is heterogeneous? A. Rainwater. B. Clean air. C. Seawater. D. Kerosene. And the answer is letter D. Kerosene. Ozone depletion happens due to the release of CFCs from A. Annual respiration. B. Industrial combustion. C. Deforestation. D. Styrofoam and freon. And the correct answer is letter D. Styrofoam and freon. Which of the following has the longest wavelength? A. Red. B. Blue. C. Yellow. D. Green. The answer is A. Red. What happens to the speed of sound waves as it travels from a less dense medium to a denser medium? A. The speed increases. B. The speed stays the same. C. Total internal reflection happens. D. The speed decreases. The letter of the correct answer is letter A. The speed increases. Sound is discernible. Blank to blank. A. Area is to square. B. Capacity is to hectare. C. Length is to meter. D. Volume is to cube. The correct answer is C. Length is to meter. In which of the following medium would sound waves travel the fastest? A. Vibrating objects. B. Liquids. C. Gases. D. Solids. The correct answer is letter D. Solids. 8 out of the top 10 leading causes of morbidity in the Philippines are communicable. To prevent them from happening to your students, The best advice to give them is to A. Avoid dangerous activities. B. Clean the classroom often. C. Cover the mouth when sneezing. D. Wash hands frequently. The correct answer is letter C. Cover the mouth when sneezing. Iron deficiency contributes to the poor scholastic performance of students. Which of the following food items is best for iron deficient students? A. Petre. B. Fish. C. Sardines. D. Liver. And the correct answer is letter D. Liver. All of the following are effects of deforestation, except A. Landslide. B. Global warming. C. Flash floods. D. Destruction of the ozone layer. The answer is letter B. Global warming. Patients suffering from malfunction of the kidney are now assisted by a machine that serves as artificial kidney called A. Homeostatic machine. B. Pacemaker. C. Hemoscope. D. Hemodialyzer. And the correct answer is letter D. Hemodialyzer. Why do we hear thunder some seconds after seeing lightning? A. Light appears brighter in the sky. B. Light travels faster than sound. C. Sound travels 1,231 ms. D. Sound is released louder actually. The correct answer is light travels faster than sound. The interaction between living organisms and non-living organisms in the environment is called A. Species. B. Community. C. Population. D. Ecosystem. The correct answer is letter D. Ecosystem. Meteorology is a very important branch of natural science, without which we cannot be informed of forthcoming A. Earthquake. B. Typhoon. C. Meteor. D. Comet. The correct answer is letter B. Typhoon. What is the best indicator of quality education as invoked in the Constitution? General of reliable measurements. A. On cohort survival rate. B. On dropout rate. C. Of educational outcomes. D. On participation rate. The correct answer is letter C. Of educational outcomes. Violation of human rights is a violation of the right of persons. A. Dignity. B. Intelligence. C. Emotions. D. Freedom. The answer is freedom. What term best describes a peaceful community? A. Harmony. B. Tolerance. C. spirituality, D. Ethics. And the correct answer is letter A. Harmony. The logo of the Olympic Games represents the interconnectedness of the countries in the world, while the Games highlight the strength of the nations in sports. What does the global activity promote? A. World peace. B. World tourism. C. World industry. D. World history. The correct answer is letter A. World peace. The UNESCO is an international organization promoting which programs of the United Nations? A. Education, science, culture. B. Unity, organization, education. C. Competence, science, nature. D. National, unity, science. The answer is letter A. Education, science, and culture. Which is a negative consequence of our value of close family ties? A. The development of prolonged dependence. B. Permanence of marriage. C. Double standard mentality. D. Stability of the family. And the correct answer is letter A. The development of prolonged dependence. No pain, no gain. No cross, no crown. What do these short statements point to? A. Why suffer when there are a lot of pain relievers available? B. Be willing to pay the price for every dream you want to realize. C. Life is a heavy burden to carry. D. Others make our life miserable many times. The correct answer is letter B. Be willing to pay the price for every dream you want to realize. Children, learn how to open a coconut and other common chores in a coconut farm. In this instance, culture is transmitted by A. Immersion, B. Enculturation, C. Assimilation, D. Acculturation. The answer is A. Immersion. Which of the following statements accurately reflects a strong school culture? A. Has informal rules of behavior. B. Has a network of communications. C. Has high standards of performance. D. Has definite organizational core values. The correct answer is letter D. Has definite organizational core values. Which has been said to be the strongest factor that drives most Filipino men and women to leave their families and work abroad? A. Poverty. B. Illiteracy. C. Insurgency. D. Consumeristic mentality. The correct answer is letter A. Poverty. The cultural heritage of Southeast Asia has been designated by UNESCO as A. World Heritage Sites, B. World International Center, C. World Cultural Heritage. D. World Tourist Spots. The answer is letter A. World Heritage Sites. Congratulations! You passed! You are Let Passer. Dream, believe, achieve. Please like and subscribe, as well as turn on the notification bell for more educational video updates. Thank you so much.